Kevin Harvick tying his best finish of the year, second here in the season finale at Homestead-Miami Speedway. While Alan Bestwick makes his way back to the pit studio and the celebration is ongoing down trackside, why don't we check in with those guys, Rusty, Brad, and Ray, and guys' perspective on what we have seen here in this final race and what this 48 team has accomplished.
Doc, I'll tell you what, down here in the studio, we've been talking about it. I mean, I've never seen so much dominance, guys, like I've seen all year long. You take a look at Jimmie Johnson, 7 wins, Kyle Busch, 8 wins, and Carl Edwards, 9. You know, any two of those other guys could have won this championship. That's how tight everything was this year. And Brad, I got to tell you, it's been a heck of a year.
Yeah,
I can't wait to next year. I
mean, it's been incredible to watch what Jimmie Johnson has done. And when you talk about dynasty and you talk about great sports teams, obviously now they are part of that scenario. But my question is to you two guys. You both have competed in this sport at the highest level. What's your observations of what they've accomplished, right?
That's unbelievable. We saw 3 great things tonight. We saw Carl Edwards do what he had to do, lead the most laps, win the race. We saw Jimmie Johnson do what he had to do, stay in position and win the championship. And we saw that my fuel mileage strategy is just doesn't work. Can't do it anymore. But what you saw tonight was just amazing. Those guys went punch for punch. They won the last 3 races of the year, and they really are the class of the field.
Yeah.
Well, Doc, we saw a lot of domination. We saw a lot of leading. We saw a lot of dynasty stuff going on. To me, it was a heck of a year.
A history-making night for Jimmie Johnson, Chad Knaus, and the whole team. How about our 5th place finisher who also moved up in the final point standings, Clint Boyer, standing by with Dave.
Clint Boyer pulls home a 5th place finish tonight. Clint, talk about your night and finishing 5th in the chase.
Yeah, it's great. You hate to knock your teammate out, but RCR having all 3 cars in the chase again, that meant a lot to us. Proud of everybody at RCR. Kind of emotional night, having to leave the Jack Daniels car with Gil and all those guys. It's good that we left on a good note, and just proud of those guys. Can't wait for next year. Hopefully we can build on what we had and put all 4 of them in a chase.
You are this year's nationwide champion. Got to ask you about our champion Jimmie Johnson here, winning 3 in a row. What's it been like to compete against him?
It's just incredible. I mean, they've raised the bar to just an unreachable level right now, and everybody's playing catch up. Everybody's trying to learn from them, and they're setting the pace. I mean, there's no way around it. You listen to them on the radio, you listen to every move they make. They're polished, and that's why they're 3-time champions.
And this guy will go at it and go after them with a brand new team next year.
And we're looking so much forward to 2009. Thank you, the fans, for watching this year and being a part of our family. And, guys, thank you so much for a great year. I've enjoyed calling races with you.
It's been a great year, Doc. Thank you for all you've done to help me and progress in this sport. And, Dale, it's been a great year working with you, too.
Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity to come up here and work with you guys. A lot of fun. Looking at this sport totally different now, but it's been great watching all of this.
Now the big question is, can Jimmie Johnson do it 4 years in a row? What a phenomenal year. What a phenomenal 3 years. And the dynasty is continuing. Alan?
And, Doc, it's interesting that before they even considered starting the celebration in earnest, they were talking about 4 in a row down there on the stage. These guys are still hungry. And, boy, if they could win a 4th consecutive championship, that has never been done by anyone. And it doesn't sound all that far-fetched to talk about either. So a season that started at Daytona some 10 months ago with Ryan Newman winning the Daytona 500 for Roger Penske concludes tonight with Jimmie Johnson celebrating with the Hendrick Motorsports team after scoring a 3rd consecutive championship. We heard from Cale Yarborough earlier today. He said he saw a lot of himself in Jimmie, and that's certainly his high praise for one of the all-time greats of NASCAR to talk that way about the current series champion. So it's over. The 2008 season goes into the books with Jimmie Johnson and the Lowe's team once again holding NASCAR Sprint Cup Championship trophy. And now, just a couple of months, brief time before it starts all over again at Daytona in February. We'll see you for 2009 then. Thanks for watching.
The Daytona 500, indeed, the great American race.
Ryan Newman, Roger Penske win the Daytona 500. Wild Thing wins.
Took just 40 races for Toyota to claim its first win in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series.
Here he comes. There he goes.
And that was all Kyle Busch right there.
A remarkable year of Kyle Busch continues tonight.
Kyle Busch will come down and take the checkered flag, his 8th win in 2008.
For the 15th time, the NASCAR community has gathered here at the famed Yard of Bricks.
Feels like I got basketballs for right side tires. Got a real bad vibration.
Looking at the right rear tires, they are coming off these cars ugly.
Looks like garage area there by Goodyear's business is picking up.
There's a storm brewing, boys. I hear thunder.
Tony Stewart, handling turn number 2.
Wow, we have got some twisted up iron here today.
Oh, look at
Harvick just took out 3 guys.
They are wrecking in every corner. Big wreck behind you. Oh, Lord. There's a huge wreck.
It may be the day that Dale Jr. wins this race.
In his 15th start for Hendrick Motorsports, he's finally going to score that elusive win.
Way to go, Tony Jr. No, boy, that's the way to do it. We take them any way we can get them.
Carl Edwards gets the victory.
Carl Edwards wins.
The hottest team going into the chase, the 99 and Carl Edwards.
Jimmy Johnson, the winner.
Johnson to the checkered
Talk
flag.
about momentum and how more that is heading into the chase. Jimmy Johnson dominates.
Carl Edwards will comfortably win at the Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Carl Edwards gets it done and wins at Texas.
Carl Edwards, his effort has been a championship effort.
Pretty much a flawless day for Jimmy Johnson.
Coming to the checkered. Awesome job, dude.
Jimmy Johnson wins for the 7th time.
This is still Jimmy Johnson's championship to lose.
Who's gonna take that checkered flag and be the last man standing? Way too early, told me lose is wrong. But we can't put me down, cause I'm just too strong. Waited way too long, so quitting ain't the plan. I got your world in my hands. I ain't playing with you, man. It's the hard knocks, it's the long shots. It's believing in yourself when you're all you got. You don't turn back, you don't give in. Rising up to see the last man standing.